Stadium, and while it is indeed home to the 2021 Super Bowl champion Buccaneers, it is also the home field for the USF Bulls and the clash that we have in store today. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the American, the South Florida Bulls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kick it away first. The ball squirts through the... That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Now facing a 3rd and long. It's a draw. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that first down marker. It's 4th down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Punt is in the air. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Will throw it. Going for a big play right off the bat. Pulls it in down the sideline. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
The Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Not the start the offense wanted to have. They had to punt the first time out. And here on the opening play of their second drive, they're going backwards. If they're going to run the football, these big guys up front, they've got to do a better job.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And I really don't understand the play call. Palmer, like 3rd and long, and they're not trusting their quarterback. Does this say something about their quarterback moving forward? We'll get to that as the game progresses. But, man, I just think you got to trust your quarterback, and you got to pass the football on 3rd and long.
Punt is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. And the Bulls in the hurry-up.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Brown wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Singleton. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Inside the 45. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, USF. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina offense is back on the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a man. It's Overton. The quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. 3rd and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun. Go get the quarterback.
On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick release on the RPO.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. And they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Gonna run it. It's Norton. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. The Bulls want to crank the tempo.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
It'll be 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. That's reeled in. It's Singleton. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Early in the game, pass complete. Great job. Sets up a manageable 4th down. We're going to set the tone early in this game. We're going to be aggressive. Yes, we're going for it.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Bulls will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin them deep. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second.
7, South Carolina, 0.
They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking downfield, it's Overton. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Man, find your matchups you want. You got a slot matched up on a DB. I can take advantage of this. He's so quick. Those are where you put your faster twitch guys that can win inside right now, give it to him, and win outside right now, give it to him. Find those matchups.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The pull and throw off the RPO. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle to give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Tight end now in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quickly complete. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Gamecocks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw, it's Overton. Now adjusting. He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. He wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hunt. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a third down stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed and a missed opportunity.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Bulls will hustle to the line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. No huddle, offense to the line.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Brown wants to pass. Unloads it left. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Makes a grab deep. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Grabbed behind the line. It's Norton. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Bulls are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Trying to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Back to throw, it's Overton. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes a grab on the shot. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Sellers.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Handoff from the gun. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Using his feet. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. There he goes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was...
Makes the catch on the left. It's a seam wide open. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
White, Chad. White, Haiti, Brooklyn. White, Haiti, Brooklyn.
Brown will throw it. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Bulls. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Overton. Gonna let it fly. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Bennett.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Got a man, it's Jacobs. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage, and I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Norton. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
The Bulls want to move quickly. On the ground, it's Norton. Picks up the first down, still moving. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And the Bulls are on the move. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Sullivan. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I don't know, man. If I'm on defense here and I'm watching the way my D-line's getting manhandled, I might have to put more guys in the box. I might have to sacrifice his safety and try to get more hats close to the line of scrimmage to slow this running back down, because the RPO game's been a problem.
The Bulls trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to 1st and goal, but great job on 1st and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Looking for the score! Touchdown, South Florida! Fit it in the window for the score.
Aggressive, man. This offense does not want to waste any time. They try to score quickly. 3 passing touchdowns in this game.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Overton. Lofts one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is, because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. The kick is on its way. Here's the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Takes the handoff. It's Norton. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the catch. It's Nimrod. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Bulls with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Brown will throw it. He'll pull it down. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Bulls are in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
Punt is on its way. He fields the punt in his own end, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Though he coughed it up and got it back, but he didn't get it to the first down line. It'll be a turnover.
And that's got to be a big-time break, because when you're a punt returner and you got all those guys flying down there and all those hands and all that speed on the field, it's hard to get back on the football. Nice job fumbling it. Not really, obviously, but a nice job recovering it.
Going right to work up top. Trying to get behind the defense. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays, but man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bulls!
Got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house, that pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Overton. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Makes him talk to the hand. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the Bulls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Nimrod. A quick tackle made, but he's got play for the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Brown wants to pass. Lets it fly. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Brown will throw it. He lets one fly deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. And I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Release to the back. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Back to throw. It's Overton. Under fire. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab past the marker. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy is not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. looking to fire. He'll take a deep shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Running to Green. Breaks into the open. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll move the wide receiver. To the air, it's Overton. Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
And back to the air on second down. A shot toward the end zone. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They're going to run it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Bring in the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's Overton. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
Step 1 by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now we got to go for the 2-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics.
So, guys, that touchdown was huge, but they have to get the 2 here to make it a 1-possession game. Looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Jacobs. He will not get there. Brought down at the 1, and the 2-point try is no good. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
This defense has it with really good field position. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
The Bulls with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.